All right, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to this webinar. So I thought I would take a few minutes before I go for supper. Maybe it's going to extend to 30 minutes. I never know when I start these live streams. It's very mysterious. But I thought that since this Facebook is titled How to Make Money from AI, I'm going to create a seminal or foundational webinar to, teach you how to make money from AI starting from scratch. So I'm not going to assume anything. I'm just going to, share with you my basic thoughts on how you can make money from artificial intelligence, and it can be ChatGPT, DeepSeek, or Claude, any large language model out there, and there's going to be more coming. So, first of all, if we want to make money, right? If we want to make money, we have to create something, and the something that we want to create is value. Okay, so everybody basically knows that you provide value to the customer. So let's say this is the customer. You provide value to the customer, and the customer will give you money in return. This is the basic equation. Okay. Um, Now, there are many ways to create value, but first of all, we have to define exactly what value is. Value can be many things. It can be a service that you provide. The service can be manual or professional, like people who are working in offices. The value can be a product that you create and you ship to the customer. And if we go further, the product can be physical, or it could be digital, including a product that you can stream on the internet, like Netflix, or what I'm doing right now, live stream on YouTube. So we have to understand that the value is what you must create so that you can exchange it with the customer, and the customer will give you money in return. Okay, so the customer gives you money in return. I know this is very basic and very fundamental, but it's important to see clearly that value and money are just two sides of the same coin. If you want more money, you have to provide more value. So let's say, let's represent value, whether it's a product, a service, or a membership site, whatever. Let's represent value by a cube like this to make it more, sorry, to make it more tangible. So if you provide that level of value, you will make this amount of money. Now, if you increase the value that you provide, let me just zoom out. So if you increase the amount of value that you provide, and you can actually measure this quantitatively, right? Then it stands to reason that you're going to be making more money. So when we look at this very simple mathematical equation, and once again, I have to I have to admit that this is very basic, but a lot of people don't get to this level of um, granular what shall I call it, illustration. And so it's very important to go back to the basics. If you're making a certain amount of money right now through your job, your freelancing, your business, it's because you're offering a certain amount of value. So if you want to if you want to increase the value, or if you want to increase the income, you just have to create more value. It's really simple. Now, in a future video, I'm going to talk about the concept of perceived value. But briefly, it's possible for you to offer the same product or service here, but because in the mind of the customer, the perceived value is really high, then you can actually charge more. But that's a very advanced concept for people who are selling. And so we're not going to get into that in this basic live stream. So we're just going to stick to the basic. If you offer greater value here, then you're going to be making more money. Now, um, since I'm an entrepreneur, I'm not really focused on the value that you're providing to the employer, because chances are, even if you increase your services to the employer, you become more productive. Chances are the employer, because his focus is not your financial freedom or abundance, his focus is just to keep your salary as low as possible. So even if you provide more value in your job, chances are your employer is not going to give you more money. So that's why I don't really focus on employees. I focus on people who want to create extra value outside of their job so that they can work as a freelancer or an entrepreneur. So these are the people I want to help. So even if you are an employee right now, you can benefit from being in this Facebook group, because I'm going to teach you how to create value outside of your job. But like I said, I'm not going to focus on helping people to become more productive in their job, because it's not going to help them to make more money unless they are salespeople. That's a different story. If salespeople bring in more revenue, then usually they get more commissions. So instead, I'm going to focus on helping you to create a product, and it's not going to be a physical product. Although if you have a physical product, I'm going to help you to use artificial intelligence to market that physical product. Um, I will focus more on helping you to create a digital product that you can sell online. And online, you can find tens of thousands of customers. So one saying that I have is that if you have one boss, the boss can hire you. But if you have um, 1,000 customers, then nobody can fire you, because one customer can leave you, but you're still going to have 999 customers. So you don't have the pressure, right? So that's really my focus for my businesses. Open Digital University, Calligraphy for Everyone, and other ebooks and video courses that I'm creating. My focus is really on digital products, because they are easy to create and they are easy to market. And on that note, I just want to share with you something that I learned a while ago that's going to be fundamental to your understanding and mastery of business. Business is simply, because a lot of people, when they talk about business, they think MBA programs, they think Bachelor of Commerce, you got to spend 3 years